So I definitely greatly benefited from support of the Shevchenko Foundation, Shevchenko Society, and the Canadian Foundation for Ukrainian Studies. So what is understood is the party-level debates, right? Party-level debates over Ukrainization. James Mace wrote a seminal book on this, and obviously there's been an interest in Ukrainian national communism for a long time. But truly understanding what happened when you get down to the level of a particular city or community, that we only really achieved when the archives were opened in the 1990s, and it takes a lot of diligent work to sift through all this stuff. So, there are files that are easily labeled. So you get a file directory, and you see in the description files associated with nationalities, policy, or Ukrainization, and I think Ukrainian scholars have written largely from those files. But what you really need to do is just examine a whole wealth of files that have simply to do with public education or primary school education, and sift through them looking for references to Ukrainization. So I have a chapter that's on Odesa. It's sort of my case study. Although we get down to the level of the city and the town in multiple chapters, but I chose Odesa as a place to sort of highlight the challenges of Ukrainization because it was the least ethnically Ukrainian city. I found from working in files in Kyiv, that is files with the Republican level of the Commissariat of Education, that education was highly contested in the South. Ukrainian language education was highly contested in the South. So in Odesa, I used an Oblast archive there as well as the Kyiv Oblast archive. But Odesa, I just found you could really get into the mind of the Ukrainizers and see what some of the obstacles were. So one of my big finds in Odesa was I knew that Ukrainian teachers